Yo, 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 yo. Back. Hit that like button, man. Hit that hype button. Back, we back. We going in. Not right now, though. I don't know how much time we got. But later on tonight, we covering everything, man. 50 Cent, Diddy situation. Um, yeah, I got a question, yo. And we're gonna dive into this later on. But I was thinking the other day, right? Well, yesterday. Yo, what culture has been more damaging to the black community, man? Chicago or LA? Cause they keep giving us these hazardous ass coaches the spread and hit city after city after city. First it was LA gang culture. Now it's Chicago drill culture. So we're gonna have to dive into that later on tonight. We're gonna dive into that. What else I seen online? I ain't got my other phone, yo, so I ain't. That's my other phone in the house, so I can't pull nothing else up. But I think that's a serious conversation that need to be had, man. I mean, you got Charleston White calling out gang members, old gang members, which is crazy to me because the same reason Charleston White is relevant is the same reason why these old gang members is relevant. It's the same reason. Ignorance. You know what I mean? Ignorance is why most of these people are relevant, man. Charleston White included. So I can't never get behind him calling out gang members or calling out anybody when he a part of the same system. What's up, Siobhan? Charleston White is part of the same system that Gumby is a part of. The system that preys on ignorance. The system that plays on chaos. So I just don't understand how he's so vocal about these guys. Even though it does deserve a conversation. And I actually was thinking about this even before I seen that Charleston White clip. You know, cause we touched on it before, man. LA gang culture, Chicago drill culture. It seems like every couple years or so, they give us a new culture to spread. And it's all hazardous, man. Just like how they introduce a new drug every time. You know, how at one point it was heroin, then it went to crack cocaine, then it went to the oxycontins, oxycodones. It's like they do the same thing with culture when it comes down to black people. We let LA gang culture got spread through movies. You know, Manchester Society, Boys in the Hood. That's how it got spread. That's how it got popularized. Chicago drill culture spread through music. It's like when they use entertainment. I mean, well, I think we already know that. They use entertainment to reach the masses. You know, different forms of entertainment. You know, it might be movies, might be radio, might be, you understand? Different forms of entertainment. And I want to talk about Hernandez Govan too. We're gonna touch on all this shit later on tonight for real. You said you think they equal? That's crazy. I don't know, yo. They probably is equal. They probably is equal, yo. I mean, I wouldn't say they equal yet You know, because LA gang culture, what's up, Key? LA gang culture has been around and done a whole lot of damage in a long period of time. Chicago drill culture has been around what since 2012, about a little over about 13 years, but it really ain't start taking form and really hitting until the last 6 years. But they both doing damage. They both doing damage. See, I mean, you might, look, cause this the thing, right? Chicago, all right. So the LA gang culture, for the most part, just affected the men. You know, as far as the violence. You know what I mean? Now I know some women and kids, and I'm sure a lot of people got affected. But I'm talking about like the core focus. It seemed like with the Chicago drill culture, that shit's affecting everybody. The men, the girls. You got drill rap girls. I don't know, y'all. We're gonna talk more about it. What it is, what's that, Shane? Fuck it is, man. I don't know, y'all. It's fucking snowing out this bitch. Look at this shit. Fucking snow everywhere out this motherfucker. I woke up this morning like, God damn. Motherfucking Winter Wonderland out this bitch. But yeah, we're going to talk about it later on. I'm ready to start going live again at 11, y'all. I got my schedule switched to 9 to 9. So I think we're going to bring back the 11 o'clock lives. I think we're going to bring them back. Oh, it's snowing in Illinois too? Illinois? Yeah. Did y'all get it last one? Appreciate it, bro. We got about 5 inches here. Man, yeah, I'm back to work, y'all. I've been out for like 3 weeks. They worked the shit out of me yesterday. I came back, they like, I think I had like 10 calls. It's probably gonna be hectic today too. It's just, I don't know what the fuck going on right now. I can't complain. Oh, so y'all got more snow than us. I think we might only got about 5. I don't know. I think it's probably about 5 inches of snow in my car. I think it might have been like 5 inches. But yeah, though, y'all, we got to talk about that. I think that deserves a conversation. Yeah, I'm gonna go through what Charleston White said about Gumby. Like I said, Charleston White just be talking, man. You feel me? I be glad when people realize that, yo. Even when he do say things that make sense, yo, nigga, he just talking. You feel me? He don't really care for real. It's just a topic of conversation. You feel me? He don't care, motherfucking living or dying out this bitch. Who the fuck is Jim Jewell? Yeah, he just be talking, man. I be glad when everybody realize that. Like, I'm tired of saying comments. I'm tired of saying his rants, right? Hold on. I'm tired of shit in here. Man, I got on long johns, work shirt, undershirt. Be damn if I'm be cold out this bitch. Hold on. It's hot as a bitch. Yeah, I just be glad when people start looking at yo for what it is. Like I told you, I don't believe people should be flip flopping. You know what I mean? Like once I hear flip flopping your takes, then yo, I'm no longer interested. I told y'all before. I think that's how we weed out. Put you turn this shit off. I believe that's how you weed out the nonsense and the fuckery. Like 50 Cent. Like, oh, people really, like, I can't believe people still laughing at 50 Cent. Like, oh, 50 Cent's a cornball, yo. It's nothing funny about what 50 Cent is doing. Like, yo, the amount of, you know what I think, to be honest? And it's sad that in 2025, people still don't get it. I don't think people truly understand the role media plays in public perception. Like, really understand. Like, people probably, I just don't. It gotta be something, yo. Either it's that or it's just ignorance. You understand? Because at this point, right, when it comes down to 50 Cent, you see all the fuck shit he do, all the buffoonery he participated in, while Diddy was fighting for his life. Regardless of how you feel about Diddy, Diddy's still a black man. I know he done some fucked up things in the music industry. He done some fucked up things to people. All right, I get all of that. But black people aren't the ones that was taking Diddy down. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't black people taking Diddy down. So, as a black man, to recognize that, right? To recognize there's an outside entity taking down another black man, and you being a black American man, you ain't talking about foreigners. We talking about descendants of slaves. We talking about, people that been here since the beginning. And knowing what the fuck we go through and what we have been through in this country. So for you to be another black man that recognizes that, yo, why the fuck would you want to participate in that shit? Like, yo, it's nothing 50 is doing is funny, yo. And I'm sick and tired of people in the comments. I don't know if they bots. They look like real people, because sometimes I go to their pages. It's like, yo, y'all really think this shit funny? Y'all really think it's funny? I don't think nothing 50 does is funny. I think 50 been a cornball for a long ass time. I think he been a cornball for a long ass time. Black and not be my enemy. You openly screw my baby mama and put it back in my face. We beefing. Okay, but this is what I'm saying, though, Shane. What happened to not kicking a person when they down? That was how we used to carry it in our community, yo. That was like law in the black community. Yo, you don't kick a person when they down. That's one of the worst things you can do. What happened to that, yo? I get it. He took your girl. You upset. But he already down. You feel me? He already down, bro. You don't go and just start stepping on him, man. I don't think 50 Diddy never spoke on 50. Diddy never spoke on 50, yo. The only time Diddy ever spoke on 50 is when he was on a Breakfast Club and he was like, man, 50 loves me, man. You feel me? 50, like, you think he mad at me for real? 50 loves me. That's it. I don't know what been going on behind closed doors. Maybe it was some things being done behind closed doors. All right, but keep it behind closed doors, yo. You don't put out a documentary. I'm just saying, based off of what's going on, based off of what we see. Hey, but what the fuck is you talking about? He haven't really spoke on 50. I mean, he probably done things behind closed doors, y'all. I just don't agree with it, bro. I don't agree with it. I just think it's clownery. I think it's clownery, bro. Like, yo, even during his case, like, the man was fighting for his life, facing life in prison, and 50 was putting out, oh, they trying to get him a bail. Let me call the judge. Or how would Trump, like when he was trying to get the pardon from Trump, this nigga posted the video of Diddy disrespecting Trump. Like, yo, come on, bro. Like, yo, come on now, yo. Shane, I don't even think you would do. I don't think you would do that, bro. Yo, niggas don't. Yo, we don't do that as a community, yo. We don't participate in that shit, bro. Let him deal with them people, man. You know what I mean? Let him deal with them people, yo. You can deal with me after. After you deal with them people, then you can deal with me. But I'm not gonna participate in your demise, bro. I'm not. I'm not participating in another black man's demise. I'm not doing that. Especially when we got a shortage of billionaires. I mean, ain't like it's a plethora of black billionaires running around. You feel me? We might be. I'm talking about black, like American black. I ain't talking about that other shit. I'm talking about American black billionaires. We ain't got that many. We ain't got that many, y'all. Regardless of how they got it. Getting petty sometimes because I take the high road. Niggas always fuck off. Yeah, I get it. I just can't. I just can't do. You know. I don't know, yo. I know everybody different. I just don't think I would. I just don't respect 50 participating. Like, yo, a documentary was gonna be done anyway. You feel me? You had to put your 2 cents in that shit, man. What's up, Edward? They was gonna do a documentary anyway. They was doing documentaries the whole time he was fighting for his life. You feel me? Like, yeah, he had to do that, bro. Where the Big Meech documentary? Tammy Collins, put that out. You know what I mean? That's what niggas want to see. I don't want to see motherfuckers slandering Diddy, yo, because from what we know, yo, all that shit was lies anyway. I mean, a lot of the narrative that was spent on Diddy was fucking lies, man. Yeah, they said they stole the footage. The footage was stolen. I don't know if they were investing in jails. I mean, yo, to be honest, bro, I'm gonna be totally honest. This whole country is invested in jails, bro. I did a video on it, bro. The whole fucking country in the United States is invested in jails, bro. The whole country. Any major business, any major corporation, any like yo, it's crazy. I did a video on it. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's why. That's why the cycle will never end. You feel me? It's too much money involved. Everybody, like when I say everybody, I mean everybody is invested in jails, bro. If you're investing in BlackRock, you're investing in jails. A lot of people invest in BlackRock. BlackRock is the number 3 shareholder in what's the name of that shit, man? That fucking company. Um um shit, I can't even think of it. I did a video on it. It's on my page. How to rap in prison. Um, how rap in prison is connected. It's on my page. I got demonetized for that video when I did it. They demonetized me for that video. I did that video 3 days later. I was demonetized, and they made up a lie as to the reason why. I don't think they wanted people to know that information. But they couldn't do nothing with the video. They couldn't take the video down because it was accurate. I provided proof. So it really wasn't nothing they could do. No, that was probably the first time YouTube was like, "Nah, we're gonna chastise." Well, no, that was the second time. The first time is when is when Kanye West went the drink champs and he did all that shit about the Jews. They struck me for that. A couple months later, they hit me for the motherfucking for that video I did. Man, I don't think Diddy 50 not mad about that, yo. 50 mad that Diddy stole his girl, man. That's what 50 is mad about. Diddy stole his girl and put her ass on the track. I would be mad about that shit too. I ain't gonna lie. But I ain't gonna kick you while you down. Like, it's a difference between being mad and then kicking a person when they already down. Get you the fuck out of here. You sound stupid. See, Vincent, you believe the lies, bro. You believe the lies, man. Yo, all them narratives that was ran on Diddy was not true, man. Nobody co-signs these stories. You know, the Kevin Hart, the Justin Bieber, the shit with the children, the Meek Mills. Nobody co-signs that shit, bro. All that shit was lies, man. I told y'all a long time ago, yo, Diddy parties. Meek Mill still posting. Diddy parties wasn't never the issue, man. That's just the internet. That's the internet narrative. That was the lie that was presented in order to so Diddy don't have no support while he was going through this shit. You know, this is how the system operates. They gotta isolate you first. They did it to the black man. You know, you gotta. The way the system functions is in order to get what they're trying to accomplish, you know, to establish anything they're trying to accomplish, they gotta isolate you first. They gotta make you seem like you are a threat, you are a danger. That way, everybody backs away from you. So what they did with Diddy was they told the world he was a pedophile. Nobody's gonna co-sign that. They told the world. So we knew that Diddy had these parties. I'll be sure, lying motherfucker. I'll be sure, man, cause his son fuck with Diddy more than him. I'll be sure, lying motherfucker, man. I would be mad if my son. I would be mad if my son fuck with another man more than me too, bro. I think we all would be mad about that. But the only way you can accomplish this if you put a motherfucker on an island. If you tell the world that this man is molesting children, he's not going to have any support. And by Diddy having these world-renowned parties, we all know. We've seen the videos, we've seen pictures. So we know who's there. So now what you do is you make the parties the issue. Now nobody wants to go to a Diddy party. Now all these pictures that we seen of these celebrities at these Diddy parties, now everybody in these pictures is in question. So in order for them to separate from the situation, they just stay quiet. They know ain't nothing wrong with the Diddy party, but you can't fight social media, especially when it's a narrative being spent so heavily to one side. Everybody would have to come out and make a statement. And what's the odds of that? You can't just have one or two people coming out and say, man, shit, Diddy parties was fine with me. Shit, I had the best time of my life. Now everybody can be like, oh, well, you must have been a part of it. You understand what I'm saying? You must have been a part of it. Yo, Diddy was on hella drugs, bro. So they did the same thing to the black man, yo. They told the world the black man was dangerous, ruthless, super predators, and deserved to go to jail. Like, yo, people, that's what I'm saying, yo, you gotta understand the history, yo. They run the same play. I don't understand why, as black people, we ain't smart enough to pick up on it. As a community, as a whole, it shouldn't be not one person left behind when it comes out to this shit, man. You should better see it as soon as they do it. Soon as they do it, you better pick it up. Oh yeah, I see what's going on. They playing games. You feel me? They told the world that the black man was dangerous, that we were super predators, that we deserved prison time. And you know what happened then? Now you got 100 to 1. Crack cocaine to pure cocaine. Now you got mass incarceration. Now you got the 3 strikes rule. Now you understand what I'm saying? It's the same fucking play, man. It's the same play. So when the world sees black people being mistreated, it's like, oh, they fucking deserve it. It's the same play, yo. How we don't peep this shit. They deserve it. Look at what they doing. They are in control, or they are the perpetrators of 50% of the violent crime in America. But it's not true. I mean, that's the people still say that. We went to the numbers. It's not true, man. Maybe 30%. But overall, white people is the perpetrators of the violent crime in America. I think it was like 30 to like 50 or 60, 54. I think it's 54% to like 30%. Now, when it comes down to murders, the FBI 2019 stats say that we have 51%. But people don't know the information. They hand the information from people that don't know, or people that's intentionally trying to mislead, and then they repeat it, then it becomes the truth. Like I said, yo, if you repeat a lie long enough, it becomes the truth. Yo, Diddy is a freak, yo. Ain't that wrong being a freak? There's a lot of freaky motherfuckers out here, man. You think Diddy the freakiest? Shit. I don't know. I was just asking my my paperwork lady, Salute the Flim Flam, about the Abercrombie and Fitch case. She said, man, that shit disappeared, man. Abercrombie and Fitch case no more. That was all a play. That was all a play to say, look, we're not just attacking Diddy. We're not just attacking Diddy. We came at the Abercrombie and Fitch too. What happened with those guys, man? When the fuck they go to court? We know the guy that was the CEO, the former CEO. They said he was mentally unstable, or he had dementia. They sent him to a program for 6 months. And the things that he did was, man, what? Y'all ain't go back to when we covered that case. He didn't even get 6 months, bro. He got 6 months in a treatment. He got 6 months. What it is? He got 6 months in the treatment program, man, to see if he was mentally capable. Like, man, that case is gone, y'all. What about, it was 3 of them? What happened to the other 2? Why they ain't go to court yet? This case probably got dropped. And they was preying on straight men, telling straight men that they was going to be models for Abercrombie and Fitch. Gave them brochures of, like it was real. Then got them there and tricked them into fucking sex parties, man. Come on now, y'all. Like, yo, let's be real about it, yo. Like, we're not gonna demonize Diddy, yo, and let these motherfuckers slide. Now, if we gonna do it, we gotta do it both ways, man. If we're gonna let these motherfuckers slide, we need to let Diddy slide too. At least Diddy a black man. We don't know who the fuck these guys is. Man, y'all be tripping, man. Y'all better tighten up. For real, man. You better tighten up, man. Stop letting the media motherfucker control the narrative and twist your mind into believing some shit that ain't true. I'm in a flatbed too, man. I'm surprised. Shit's slow for real. Right. Lemmy. Look at Lemmy. Look at Lemmy. Adam 22. I think Adam 22 just offered his wife the blue face. How the fuck is that not a crime? He did it over the internet. I mean, he did it across interstate commerce. Ain't that what they say? When you do things over the internet? Because Facebook is in whatever state that it's in, and you know the games that they play. It was like, Reed, man, fuck them niggas. We don't fuck with them either. Them niggas ain't us. Reed funny as shit. Yeah, look at Lemmy though. Lemmy over that bitch. Since they got their own network, they over there just doing whatever the fuck they want to do. They over that bitch fighting. He over that bitch having sex with the women for opportunities. Like that nigga running the whole motherfucking trafficking ring. You feel me? That nigga Lemmy over that bitch running the whole fucking sex trafficking ring. A hostile work environment, and that nigga get millions. Like, man, shit, y'all tripping, man. Y'all be tripping, man. I swear y'all do, man. Y'all better start looking at things as a whole instead of individually. I think that's what get people confused, looking at things individually instead of looking at it as a whole. You feel me? You gotta look at things as a whole, man. It can't be okay over here and then wrong over there, man. No, it can't. We ain't doing that. I was the first person that told y'all America don't care about victims. Candace Owens repeated it too. I've been told y'all that. America don't give a fuck about no victims, man. It's not a country that cares. If we did, we would make right with the victims of this country. You feel me? America got its own victims that they ain't taking care of. So they don't give a fuck about victims. America care about money. You know what I mean? That's it and that's all. That's it and that's all, man. Give a fuck about none of that other shit. They might make it sound good, like politics. Politics is just a way to divide people, man. We still haven't figured that out yet. Like, how many more years is we gonna be confined to political thinking or picking a political side? Like, they on the same side, yo. It's us. It's really us versus them. But we'll never realize that because we too busy beefing with each other. You got gun rights to protect from the government, man. Why would you even implement something like that? Why would that have to be? Why would the First Amendment? Isn't that the First Amendment, the right to bear arms, whatever amendment that is? Why would that need to be implemented to protect yourself from the government when the government is supposed to protect the people? Ain't nobody ever think about that? If the government was really supposed to protect the people, we wouldn't have gun laws, gun rights to protect ourselves from the government. I'm just saying, y'all. 50 a clown. I said all that to say 50's a fucking clown. I don't respect it. I'm tired of saying people think he's funny. I don't think he's done anything funny in a long time. To be honest. Like, it ain't like him and Ja Rule beef. They scrambling right now with the crime going down there. They trying to make weed illegal. Oh yeah, we said that, OC. Hey man, Rick, I talk about everything. That's why they play with my page. We should be having hundreds of people over here, man. But since they don't know what I'm gonna say or when I'm gonna say it, they like to keep the numbers low. You feel me? Yeah, we go keep the numbers low just in case. Yeah, we don't want too many people hear that shit. You wanna keep people hear that shit. See, my thing, Charles, it ain't even really about. You say he think he probably do, yo. He probably wish he was Diddy. I think he's upset that Diddy made his baby mother do things that he couldn't. But 50 is cheap, and that's really what fucked him up. 50 don't spend no money. And hey, shit, I say salute to 50. You feel me? But Diddy does, But in order for Diddy to spend money, you got to do things for him, man. 50 baby mother just was a little bit more willing than the next. She participated in freak offs. That was the only way she was going to be. That was the only way that she was going to have any connection to Diddy, is if she participated in freak offs. It was freak offs or nothing. Yeah, man. It was freak offs or nothing, man. It's either you gonna participate in these freak offs or you were adios. And she did the freak offs, yo. And I think 50 was upset. There might have been times he was trying to get in contact with her, and she sent them the voicemail. You feel me? Maybe that's what it all started. Maybe it all started with 50. She dropped the child off to 50, and he was trying to give her back, and she was vacationing with Diddy, yo. She was gone for 8 days. She said she was gonna be gone for the weekend. She was gone for 8 days. Maybe that catapulted the whole beef. I don't know. Guy X 50. But to say that he upset because he offered to take him shopping, come on, 50. It's way different. It's way deeper than that. Now, Diddy was goddamn wrong for trying to take another grown man shopping. He said he thought he needed some clothes. You know what I mean? He said he thought the man needed some clothes and he wanted to get it right. You feel me? Hey, not my thing. I don't think you should be doing that. Yeah, I think that's how it all started, yo. Yeah, yo, she had the time of her life, yo. Yeah, he was a single father for a minute, man. It's not about what 50 do for blacks. Cause what 50 doing right now is yo. See, Shane, you're not looking at the bigger picture, bro. He's participating in the media slander of a black man, bro. The media slanders black people, bro. That is how it's always done. That's how you change perception. How you think it got to a point where, I don't know how old you is, Shane, but I remember when it was a thing. If a woman is walking, a white woman walking across the street or walking past, she'll clutch her purse. How you think that happened, yo? How do you think it got to a point where white women was clutching their purse when they seen black men, yo? That shit was done through media, man. It's the media, bro. You do not participate in the slander or the demise of another black man through media as a black man, considering the history that media plays in the image, in destroying the image of black men, bro. He probably did. I'm not saying he didn't. You know, but you know, you can do that on one hand and then be doing fuck shit on the other. You know, I don't know how many people. I don't even want to talk about that because that's not really the conversation. I'm not disagreeing with none of that. I'm just saying, why do it online? Why participate? Because Diddy is not right now. Diddy beef is not with 50. So why are you tag teaming? Yo, we know what's going on, bro. Like, I just don't understand 50. Why are you participating in that? You can have your own separate beef. You can have your own separate beef with 50, with Diddy. But why are you participating in Diddy's beef with the system? It sounds like 50 is a part of the system, and you trying to uphold the system. That's what it looks like to me. That's what it looks like to me, yo. Look like 50 is trying to uphold the system because he's a part of it. And if you're a part of the system, yo, you're an enemy of the people. If you're a part of, yo, but this is bigger than trolling. This isn't trolling. When Diddy was fighting for his life, and 50 was posting videos of Diddy talking bad about Trump, and you know, you all know some of the things he done. Yo, that's not trolling, yo. That's bigger than trolling. I don't know, Noah. I ain't like that either, though. I ain't like that either. But at least he had real beef with Gotti. Like, them niggas got to fighting, stabbed and shit, you know, gunshots went off. Like, he had real beef with Gotti. Yo, we don't know no real beef with 50, with Diddy. Like, what did Diddy do to him? Did Diddy punch him in the mouth? Like, did he shoot at him? Did he rob him? Did he, like, or what did he do? Like, what did Diddy do to 50? All this, so let's take 50 word for it. All this is because the man asked to take you shopping. He thought you needed some clothes. Y'all co-signing that. Let's just take his word for it. Let's take Daphne out of it. Let's just take 50 at his word. You did this because 20 years ago, he asked you to take you shopping. So all throughout the trial, you was posting wild ass shit, implicating him in all these crimes. All this is okay with people. I just want to get understood. I just want to get understanding, y'all. So if somebody offered to take you shopping 20 years ago, you're going a whole 20-year campaign against them? That makes sense to y'all? You wish jail on this man? He probably did. We're not even going to deal with speculation. We just going to deal with what 50 said. 50 said all of this is because Diddy wanted to take him shopping 20 years ago. What the fuck? I don't know, Shay. Maybe it's maybe Diddy looked at it like, well, shit, if I can't take you shopping, I'm gonna take your girl shopping. It could be, I don't know. Yo, but even at that rate, you want him in jail? Yeah, you want this nigga? You want him to have life in prison because of it? I'm just saying, we just gonna take 50 at his word. I don't know, y'all. I think that's excessive, man. I think that's excessive, y'all. I don't like it. Yo, but there's no yo. Diddy done some wild things, right? Yo, but every single one of them sex workers say, yo, Diddy never touched them. Every single one of them. About 8 sex workers done interviews, and every single one of them said Diddy never touched them. So this homosexual shit, the narrative that's been ran, I don't know if it's actually true. I know the other shit, he did some wild shit, to make you question him. But I don't think he getting fucked in the ass or he fucking niggas in the ass. Yeah, man, I don't think that was going on. Like, I think that it came out of trial. I think with the slander campaign that was going on around Diddy, they'd have fucking loved to put that out there. Just like the narrative with the kids. They'd have loved, if they had evidence that Diddy was fucking with children, oh my gosh, that would have been the highlight of the trial. No, see, Diddy went against the grain, man. Diddy went against the grain, y'all. But see, the reason why he went against the grain, I can't even be mad at him because he bucked the system. Yo, I'm all for bucking the system. You just gotta take what come along with it. My issue was with black people participating in the downfall of Diddy. The Tisa tells, the lies. Yo, everybody went into that trial thinking this was gonna be the exposing the music industry. Everybody except for people that was over here went into that trial. Even people that was over here probably thought I was geeking. They probably was questioning what I was saying. But most people went into that trial thinking that you was going to see Diddy with underage kids. The Usher name was going to come up. Justin Bieber name was going, just wild lies that wasn't backed up by no paperwork. It wasn't backed up by no paperwork. Not being here get locked up, y'all. Yo, Diddy ain't do nothing, yo, but freak off, bro. I don't really think. Right. Because America don't care about victims, no. America don't care about victims, yo. If they did, yo, the Catholic Church would be shut down. If America cared about victims, yo, the Catholic Church would be shut down, man. We still over that bitch praising these motherfuckers. Like, they still get praised. Like, that shit would be shut down, man. All the child molestation that been going on over that bitch. Okay. Yeah, nobody cares about victims over here, yo. Only when it's convenient. You know, it depends on who's the suspect. You feel me? Like, but victims as a whole, fuck, man. It depends on who the suspect is, man. Charlene in the building, y'all. Man, not for sale. You should have seen it, yo. When I was telling people that the media was lying on Diddy, yo, they was calling me a pedophile. They was saying, yo, people was here, man. They was going in on me, man. They was going in on me, yo. Like, the shit was crazy. I wish they all come back. They probably was reporting my page, man. They was going in. Yeah, but what about Bieber? What about Usher? What about this? I'm like, yo, what the fuck is y'all talking about? Like, yo, where y'all reading this? Like, who's telling y'all this shit? Because we reading all the paperwork. And then the paperwork we reading, it don't mention none of this shit. You feel me? Like, yo, the paperwork we reading don't mention none of this shit. So maybe, I don't know what y'all reading or where y'all getting y'all news from. Maybe TMZ, the Shade Room, TC Tells. Yo, but they is lying to y'all, man. And that's why so many people disappointed when the verdict happened. Like, it wasn't never a RICO. It wasn't never a RICO, man. It wasn't never sex trafficking. You know, this is things that I said back then from reading the paperwork. All them lawsuits was fake. The whole 100 and something lawsuits, they fake, yo. I would probably say 99% of them bitches is fake. It was all to gain a media firestorm. It was all to gain traction in the media. You know, because the case was lacking. So a lot of times what the feds do is, if they know their case is lacking in court, they try to kill you in public opinion. This is what the system does. Y'all just be wanting us as black people to recognize this shit. You know, start understanding when you see it. You kill them in public opinion, you walk over them in court. That's how that works. Even with lack of evidence. We don't need evidence when the whole world think you guilty. You feel me? What the fuck we need evidence for? We done convinced the whole world that Diddy is this horrible human being. He sex traffic kids. He abuses women. He does all these heinous things. So now we can go to court with no evidence of sex trafficking, no evidence of force, no evidence of coercion, and we're gonna try to get a conviction on the RICO charge. That's what they do, yo. That's simple. We just gonna tell them. We just gonna highlight domestic violence. You know, sway. You know, in order to what's the word I'm looking for? In order to sway judgment. You know, nobody likes to witness domestic violence. You know, domestic violence is ugly. So we're gonna show y'all this and make this the focal point of the trial. Meanwhile, this ain't even what the trial about. And hopefully we can get a conviction, just because of the domestic violence that he participated in a long time ago. Then that's another thing. It's another thing. The domestic violence situation that Diddy had with Cassie was a long time ago. People act like he did that shit yesterday. There hasn't been a woman in years that came out and said Diddy was putting hands on him, and not the excuse ever doing it. You understand what I'm saying? But even a situation that happened in 2024 with 50 baby mother, I think the feds coerced that. The feds told her to do that, man. They had a 3-year relationship, no issues, no problems, no nothing. And then one day at the dinner table, she just called a man a pedophile. After she talked to the feds. And didn't hit him. After she talked to the feds. The feds concocted that, man. See, the problem is a lot of people don't really understand how dirty these people is. The feds told her to do that. Now we can use it in court. Because it was going to be hard to convince Diddy have this issue with domestic violence by highlighting things that he did 10 years ago. You understand what I'm saying? Things that he did 10 years ago, and we ain't got no history, no recollection that he's done this in these other relationships, within the last 3 years or so. So we gotta make him do it again. Yo, it's easy. If you can control a person's emotions, yo, you can control what they do. It's easy. You can dictate it. I can dictate what you do by the amount of energy you give me if I press certain buttons. The federal government knows this, man. They do studies on these things, man. They do studies on these things. Oh, alrighty, yeah, Charlene Siobhan been asking about you. Say, how the fuck Charlene been at? I say, me know Charlene be on that motherfucking roll. Long as she been safe. You know what I mean? That's all that matters for real. He could be. Y'all don't put nothing past these people. All these motherfuckers got handlers in that circle. They send them to you by way of girls. They send them to, they send them to you different ways. It's like when you get a certain level of money, a certain level of influence, they gotta have people around you, to make sure you ain't getting too far, you don't go too far left. Yeah, I think that's what they do. Yeah, I said I say, yo, I don't respect what 50 doing, man. I don't. I don't see how people think it's funny. Like what he did with Irv Gotti wasn't funny. The man did, bro. Is 50 probably damn near 50 something. Like, yo, at some point in time you gotta grow up, yo. Is he just doing that shit? Cause I swear I think 50 working with the system, yo. I think he been working with the system. He one of them niggas I be probably talking about with these rap niggas. One of them niggas that, if you do us a favor, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, man. You feel me? Scratch my back, I scratch yours, man. 50, you help push this gangster shit, we'll make sure you good forever. That's why they don't block nothing he did. Because when you organic, that motherfuckers try to block you, man. They'll try to block what you did. Fifty be allowed to do anything. It's like motherfucking Ice Cube in the Big Three. They let you rock out as long as you rocking with us. Hold on, let me get this. Let me freak this block. I just don't trust the industry, yo. I don't trust these rappers. I think a lot of these guys are compromised. I think they've been compromised. And I don't agree with kicking a person while he down. Don't agree with it. I don't think it's funny. Like, yo, I didn't have issues with people online. But once a motherfucker get booked or some shit or go to jail, that shit not, I still got a certain level of compassion for him because the jail was rough, yo. You feel me? Like, yo, jail is that's like the closest thing to death. For real. You don't want to go to no prison, man. Ain't nothing cool about that shit, man. That shit is the worst. That shit for the birds. Food, nasty, COs treat you like garbage. Ain't no women in there. Whole bunch of bluffing ass niggas in that bitch lying. Yeah, but I told you I like a good lie in jail. So, we ain't gonna demonize the liars. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I love a good lie in the joint. Straight up and down. I can listen to them bitches the whole day. Yeah, I can listen to a good lie in jail the whole day. I be I be looking for niggas to lie. Like, oh shit, yo be lying. Yeah, I gotta get close to his ass. You know, you having a down day or something. You feel me? People say that's on the phone, conversation come through. Man, you find one of them niggas that be lying like a motherfucker, man. That shit brighten up your day, man. Straight up. As long as you know they lying, and if you believe it, then that's your problem. But as long as you know these niggas lying, that shit is the best. I ain't gonna lie. Them niggas, that shit be crazy. Cause I'm gonna make them keep lying. I might, the lie might start at A, that shit gonna end up at Z by the time I'm finished. I'm gonna ask hella questions. I'm gonna make them explain certain parts of the story in detail. You feel me? Like, we gonna get to the bottom of this shit. Then I'm gonna walk off like, oh, this nigga crazy. You don't really thought believe that shit. Yeah, for real though. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, yo. But other than that, nah, man, that shit for the birds, man. I ain't promoting jail on no nigga. Especially a situation like Diddy, where he was where he was lied on, man. He was lied on. The media was pushing a false narrative. I'm not participating in that. Now, if it was true, then hey, the truth don't have no feelings. Oh, and I want to talk about Candace Owens and Nick Cannon, yo. We got a lot to talk about later on the night. We gotta talk about Candace Owens and Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon, man, I used to like Nick Cannon. I thought Nick Cannon was solid at one point. I did. But they go there and talk about. We talk to Candace Owens about feelings. What if you hurt somebody's feelings? Hey, nigga, what? Candace Owens like, well, I don't give a fuck about nobody's feelings. What you talking about? The truth don't have no feelings, man. The truth don't have no side. The truth don't have no feelings. It's just the truth. You're going to accept it as such. That's really the only option. You can be delusional. It's a lot of delusion running around. But, yo, I ain't got time to be dancing around nobody's feelings when it comes down to the truth. Truth is the truth. And it's not individualized by the person. It just is what it is. Y'all know, I don't agree with that my truth shit. I don't agree with that shit. I don't know. I don't think everybody have their own truth. I think it's only one truth. Yeah, I ain't like that, yo. I ain't like he apologized. I'm not apologizing, yo, if I'm right. If there's statistical data or historical data that can back up my claims, what the fuck am I apologizing for? I'm not apologizing. The fuck, it is what it is. The fuck. I ain't like that. I think that's when I stopped liking him. When Nick Cannon did that, I stopped liking him. Yo, because you gotta be willing to lose some things, yo, if you want to speak the truth. The truth comes with consequence. So if ever you decide to take the path for the truth, it's going to be consequences to it. Now, when them consequences come down, you don't start backing away. He haven't spoke like that since they put him through the through the ringer. That nigga stays out of black issues completely. Like, they probably say, look, bitch, the bitch ass, you keep trying to enlighten your fucking people. Better leave that shit alone before you lose it all. Bitch. He probably called him a bitch about 4 times. He probably like, yes, sir. Got you. We taking your show until further notice. You feel me? In this time frame, I need your bitch ass to go out there and apologize. Probably kicked him in his ass when he left out the door. I swear, that's how you gotta treat them niggas, yo. You have to treat them like that. It's only right. Like if they're not getting treated like that, that's a violation. Straight up. Them niggas they need to be getting disrespected at will by them niggas that they answer to. I mean, slap them niggas sometimes just cause. Might have had a bad day. Fuck that candidate. Bring Nick in here. Slap the shit out of his ass. He make me feel better. Yeah, for real though, yo. Yeah, ain't nothing worse than a sellout to me, man. Yeah, but he ain't spoke about nothing since. That nigga stayed out of it. Nigga said, man, keep hope alive, yo. I'm gonna fight this fight from the sideline. Yeah, man, y'all niggas in the field, fight the good fight. I be over this bitch spectating. I ain't jumping in that field no more. I almost lost everything. Yeah, because there's ways you can get money, yo, without being an entertainer. These niggas must don't know no other ways to get money. Yo, once I get a millionaire, once I become a millionaire, you're not stopping me from getting no motherfucking money. Like, for real. Because I could do what it's things I could do that these people aren't in control of. They ain't in control of everything. It's ways to go around it. Like, yeah, man, all right, y'all want to kick me out the music industry? You want to kick me out of entertainment? Shit, all right, that's cool. I started motherfucking landscaping business and put them bitches in every city across America. You feel me? I'm still gonna get the same amount of money. I ain't even gotta run it. I could pay somebody else to run it. It's just mine. I don't know. These niggas don't know how to get money. What'd he say? What Dr. CB son say? Yeah, cause then what happened to the Dr. CB documentary? That shit never happened. Like, yeah, the documentary was coming out. He started to remind me of Annalie Chopper. He on some Annalie Chopper shit. Just be talking. Yeah, the documentary coming out. Dr. CB legacy continues. That bitch never dropped. Ever. That shit was like 20 years ago. Bitch ain't dropped yet. But yeah, though. We gotta talk about that. Charleston White. The 50 Cent shit. We already discussed the 50 Cent shit, though. But we can talk about it some more. Oh, the Bloods. The LA culture, Chicago culture. The gang culture that's killing the black community. It's a lot of shit I got saved on my computer. Yeah, hell yeah, man. That shit ain't never come out, man. We still waiting on that. Somebody need to hit yo. Hey, Nick, all these interviews you go on, why anybody never asked them? That's why I don't trust none of these niggas. Like, it's real questions that need to be answered by some of these people. And it's like, we stay away from it. Or they only go to platforms that's going to stay away from it. Nick, what happened to the CB documentary? You promised us. You was adamant that this shit was coming out. And CB even did for 7 years now. Nigga, shit ain't come out yet. What the fuck happened? They made you scrap it. They probably told this bitch ass, like, look, bitch, stop talking about Dr. CB. You know what I mean? They probably put their finger in his face. Stop talking about Dr. CB. The documentary that you promising, that bitch better not never see the light of day. I fucking mean it. But we taking everything, bitch. You can be out this motherfucker homeless. They'll probably like, yes, master. Fuck out the master. Yes, master. Fucking clouds. Yeah, but Candace Owens still at ground. He said, I'm not apologizing for nothing. Fuck you, man. If I believe it, if it's research that backs this up, fuck, I'm apologize for it because you upset, because you're angry, because you're emotional about it. Man, fuck no. Take it. We grown. We ain't dealing with kids. If you can't accept reality, then hey, go to therapy for it. Yeah, but what it is, yo, that's how they supposed to do them, though, yo. I swear that, I want to see, that shit done on camera. They need to start recording them niggas, like how people be recording police interactions. Yo, when they get the boys in them rooms and they make them bow down, they need to record that shit, put that on the internet so we all can see it, like a like buck breaking, like you know how they used to say back in the day, they used to do the slaves in front, like the male slave, they do them in front. They need to start doing that shit again with the internet, cause I need to see these niggas. You can now share the videos you hype. Fuck, you could never share them before. That shit don't make sense. Hell yeah, man. Record that shit. I want to see how it goes. I swear, y'all, I think it's disrespect at a high level. I think it's high level disrespect going on in them rooms, man. Like Bobby Spirit dance on the table and shit. That nigga really danced on the table. Yeah, that nigga Bobby Spirit was at the record exec office dancing on the table and shit. But nigga, get that ass on the table, nigga. That nigga look like a fucking buffoon. Yeah, niggas be funny as shit. Yeah, I be tripping, yo. I don't know, yo. I just ain't for that shit, yo. I'm not, nah, I ain't for that. I just seen a clip with Javante was talking to Jake Paul. That shit must be an unreleased version where he was telling Jake Paul, like, man, let me find out some bullshit with this fight. I'm gonna fuck both of y'all up. That's what he said. Like, look at the narrative that they ran on Tank. Oh, the fight got canceled because video footage of the girl who did this, that, and the third. We still ain't seen this video footage. We ain't seen paperwork saying that's video footage. We still ain't seen it. Like, it's in 2025. They holding on to footage. Where the fuck is it at? The fight was canceled because of Tank domestic violence issues. Tank always had domestic violence issues, and it'd have been different if the video got released and then the fight got canceled. We still ain't seen no video, so we don't even know if this shit even actually happened. And it's not even a criminal case; it's a fucking lawsuit. But Tank was on in one of them interviews. Tank was saying, "Yo, let me find out some bullshit with this fight. So I'm gonna fuck you up, Jake Paul, and your manager." They said that shit to him. That fight got canceled because Tank wasn't gonna take a fall. That's it. They want to take a fall, but they pushed the false narrative. I ain't disappointed in Tank. I mean, Tank got to stop putting his hands on women, man. You know, because they always, even if the situation didn't happen how they said it, once you got a history of that, it's like being a liar, you know, or being a thief. You know, it's hard to move past those allegations, you know, as you go throughout life. You know, you can know somebody that been a thief or a liar when they was a kid, and y'all adults now, and you still gotta question everything they say. Or if something come up missing, you still gonna look at them crazy just because you got that shit around your name. You know, certain things you gotta keep from off your name. I be telling my kids that. Now, you don't wanna be known for certain shit. You know, it's hard to move past that. Yo, if you're a liar as a child, even our kids, you know what I mean? Our own kids can be liars as kids, and when they get older, we still question everything they say just because you got a history of lying. I know you lie. You feel me? So imagine, so just to take that out the equation and make it with a friend, it's even worse. You know, because you want to believe your kids, you want to believe your friends too, but you want to believe your kids more. You know, because they're your kids, they came from you. You think you raised them right. So if we got to question our kids that used to lie as kids and now they're adults, it's even worse for friends. You know, You don't want to be a thief. Things like that. You don't want to be known for putting your hands on women. You can't really move past that shit at all. Like, that shit gonna be part of your fucking life forever. So anytime a circumstance or a situation come up, man, Gervonta Davis arrested for domestic violence, or Gervonta Davis lawsuit for domestic violence, I'm like, well, I can't really say he didn't do it, because he got a history of it. But with this situation, they said it was on video. We haven't seen the video. That's the only thing that make me question it. Because we see video of everything. Bayzy got killed. Video got released. We seen a video of Diddy fighting in the hall. It's video of everything. Everything is on video. If it ain't video coming from an establishment, it's somebody outside with their phone out. So Tank went into this nail salon or this strip club, where the fuck she worked, beat her up, pulled her out the bitch, and it's no recordings. No recordings. Not from the establishment, not from people, not from patrons that was outside or inside, or no recordings. I don't know. That's just a question. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I'm saying it's questionable. It's questionable. Netflix didn't pull a fight. I got into it with some people in Jake Paul camp in the comments on Instagram a couple weeks ago about that shit. I'm like, why the fuck y'all pushing the lie, man? Somebody in the comments said something. I'm like, yo, I forgot what I said. She was like, she probably was a little month ago now, a month and a half. I should have told y'all when it happened. But yeah, I got into it with people on Jake Paul camp on Instagram about the lie that they was pushing on Tank. Like, man, that's not why that fight got canceled, man. Netflix done business with a lot of people that got domestic violence issues. Mike Tyson went to prison for rape or some shit like that. They ain't had no problem with Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. You know, they aired that. You feel me? We talking about a situation where it's just a lawsuit. It ain't even a criminal case. It's a lawsuit. You mean to tell me they ended the fight? Man, fuck no. Netflix ain't in shit. Plus, Tank Peoples already came out and said Netflix ain't in the fight. It wasn't Netflix. It was Jake Paul's side. He was scared. He didn't want to get his ass beat on camera. He was going to be exposed as not being the boxer that he thought he was. Though Jake Paul said that he was going to go to the Hall of Fame. That is a crime, yo. If Jake Paul make it to the Hall of Fame of boxing, they need to just end the whole sport of boxing. Like, for real. Cause how you just jump over all these people? Like, you ain't better boxers than half the people that ain't make the Hall of Fame. Shit. 80% of the people that ain't make the Hall of Fame, you're not a better boxer than them. But just because you found a way to monetize in a way that nobody is saying since you, or you the only person that able to monetize in this way, that qualifies you to be a Hall of Fame boxer, that's fucking crazy. What about the skill? You know, what about the time and the effort that was put into it? Like, none of that shit matters no more? Guess not. But I can't believe it's sitting this fucking long. On the snowy ass day, nobody stuck in the snow? Guess not. Guess not. But we going live tonight, 11 p.m. We're gonna try to bring back the 11 p.m. lives again. Since I get off at 9 now instead of 12. Y'all remember how we used to go live every day at 11? We're gonna try to bring that back. Might not be every day, but we're gonna at least try to get it 3-4 days out the week, out of 7-day week. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's how it is, Snake House. That's, you know, that's the world we living in. You got the money, you can jump the line. You willing to sacrifice your morals, you can jump the line too. And then it ain't about skill or talent no more. You got people like Sean Cotton on what was that? Oh, you got people like Sean Cotton on talking to Charles White talking about, yeah, I be telling rappers now, you gotta have a gimmick. You know, like, yo, dang, y'all really making that a thing? Like, so it ain't about skill, it ain't about flow. It's about a gimmick. So nigga can rap his ass off, can make good songs, do everything. But since he ain't got a gimmick, he ain't gonna get to the next level. That's fucking crazy, bro. Instead of supporting that, you should be fighting against that shit. But we surrounded by sellouts. Sellouts is running the motherfucking ship. But like I said, we be live at 11. Hit that like button, share the live, hype the video. It's another day, keep it you need.